Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure to do so today before you leave. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you like what you see, and to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Hello, and welcome back. Yes, I am back. I'm back. I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Friday. Yep. So, yeah, I went out today, did a couple of errands, and I got to go out again tomorrow and do a couple of errands. But right now, I am just winding down for the evening and just relaxing at home. I just want to pop on and say hello to you guys and hit you with a quick video. Something that this is a topic I kind of thought about. It's actually from a singles group that I'm in on Facebook, and it was kind of a discussion that was going back and forth between two members of the group. And I really didn't jump in the discussion then, but I kind of was like just reading what they were saying back and forth. It was between a man and a woman. And so the gentleman was saying that as far as when it comes to God choosing a spouse for us, he was saying basically no way. God doesn't play matchmaker. He doesn't have this list of A and B and I'm going to choose her for him and him for her and all this kind of stuff. God doesn't get into our earthly affairs, and we as Christians need to stop being so heavenly minded about things to the point where we're no earthly good. And in other words, he was saying, it's he who finds a wife. So in other words, he's saying it's on us, to locate our spouses and not the other way around. And so the woman was saying, hey, she disagreed and let him know that's a violation of God's character, which it is. And she was just, letting him know, that's not how it works. God always cares about everything that his children are going through. It doesn't matter, how big or how small it is, which is so true. That's very true. And he was disagreeing. She brought up an argument from the Bible, passage from the Bible, not an argument, but it was in the story. It was about the story of Abraham and Eliezer. Hope I'm saying that right. And that was his servant, Abraham's servant. And so, in that particular passage, they asked for help in finding a spouse for his son. So she was using that, to kind of prove her point to him, saying, well, if, Abraham and Eliezer requested, God's help in finding a spouse for Abraham's son, then, and if I'm incorrect in anything with this scripture, then I will correct it and leave it in the more info box below, of course, because I hadn't looked at the, scripture and everything. I don't even think she left like where she found the scripture at, so I will have to look it up and let you know. But anyway, she was just saying, hey, look, they went to God and they requested his help in finding a spouse. So why do you think that we can't do the same today? And of course the guy was still refuting things and disagreeing and saying, oh, that was used to cleanse bloodlines. That was something that was done at that time. We don't do that anymore. And I think that's like in the Old Testament too. So that I think was one reason why he was saying like, oh, that's not done anymore. And eventually she, stopped talking to him altogether, but as she should. But I completely agree with her, and I was like disagreeing with him. It's like he was kind of loud and wrong, as they say. He loud and wrong, basically. To himself, he was making a good point, but, nah, he had it wrong, because, God, and it says in the Bible that, God, he cares about all things that are involved with us. So anything that you're involved in, it doesn't matter how small or how little it is. It could be something with your job, it could be something with your spouse, your children, whatever it is. He cares about all of that because it's concerning you. So whatever concerns you, his child, you his child. So whatever concerns his child concerns him. Much like our parents, our earthly parents, anything that you get involved in, your parents care, right? Your parents want to know about, right? Yeah, so God is the exact same way. So anybody who tells you, oh, that's small, that's trivial, that doesn't mean anything, God doesn't care about that, that's false information. So I definitely wouldn't pay that any mind. And when it comes to dating, mating, relating, getting married, finding a spouse sometimes, it can be a difficult venture. It really is. We all know that. It can be tough, when you are in your single season, So the thing with choosing the mate, now we know if you're a woman, then you're being chosen, so you don't have to worry about choosing anybody per se. It's like, well, you choose to a certain extent because you're going to choose who you want to say yes to. So you have to do some choosing, but you don't have to go out and find anybody. It's the men who go out and do the finding. But you're definitely going to, what was I going to say? Oh, Lord, I'll tell you, I lost my train of thought. You're definitely going to, so you're going to be doing the choosing, but you're going to need God's help. But you will choose, because God knows who's going to come across your pathway. But it's up to you to choose who you want to be with, So you're going to end up choosing who you want to be with regardless. But, God is going to guide you in your decision making. So that's typically how it's done. And I feel like that gentleman was trying to say that, but like not saying it. He was not saying it the best way. I think he had it kind of twisted up. So maybe that's what he was trying to get at. Like, oh, we're supposed to do our own choosing. You do your own choosing to an extent, and God is going to guide you. If you allow him to guide you, then he is going to guide you in that process. And then as far as like, oh, I'm looking for the one, I want the one, like I know that's a real popular phrase that people say, remember there's no such thing as a one, God is the one. So you're looking for someone, you're not looking for the one. You already have the one, so you have to get that out of your mind. You're not looking for somebody to be your all. They're never going to be your all because they're not perfect, and neither are you. God is perfect. He has already taken care of your every want and your every need. So you're just looking for someone, to do life with, someone to accompany you in life, someone you can build an empire with, you can raise your children with, and, just kind of enjoy yourself with someone who loves you, who will love you the way Christ loves you, and you love them back the same way equally. So that is what you are seeking. So but I just found that conversation to be kind of interesting. And I know, it can be a struggle, sometimes when you are in the single season. And you might be wondering, like, is God going to help me with this? Should I be doing it on my own? Now, I encourage, anyone, like, if you're still like in your waiting season, like, you still can like go out and, if you're a woman, like I said, you're not going to be having to worry about finding anybody, but, make yourself available to be found. So go out, have a good time, just do what God asked you to do. Do more than just going to church. We got to get out of like the swing of our normal routine. So mix it up a little bit. Go to that party you were invited to. Hang out with somebody new. Just kind of go shake it up a little bit. Go do something fun. Kind of try to break out of your routine. Join a club. Or something like that, or meetup group, or you can go to there's this site meetup.com. It's really great. Yeah, it's a wonderful site. They've been around for years, and basically they're like, you join and you can put in like all your hobbies and things you like, and you get a chance to join different groups where you can meet different people. It allows you to kind of stretch and grow your social circle, especially if you're having trouble making friends. It's a great site. I've used it for years, and it's great, just to kind of expand your horizon. So, we got to be bold in this season, be daring in this season, especially if you are in that season of waiting. You're not just waiting, you're not just waiting, passively, but, we're actively waiting. So that means we wait, but we move. We got movement in the game, So we moving and grooving over here, So I just want to just come on here real quick, talk about that interesting conversation, kind of get you all's thoughts and encourage you. I want to encourage you, first and foremost, always, because I know how hard it can be. But yeah, definitely drop you all's thoughts below. Do you agree with the man, or do you agree with the woman? Like, whose side you on? Do you think that he was correct in what he was saying, or do you think that she was correct in what she was saying? How do we feel about the whole, God picking our mates for us situation, or God helping us with everyday things, or, is there a cutoff? Is it like, oh, this is too small, God can't help me with this, it's got to be something bigger, or whatever, what have you? How you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. I will leave everything you need in the more info box below, and I'm gonna let you guys have a beautiful weekend. This is the weekend, so thank God for that. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'm gonna enjoy my weekend, and I will see you guys later. Bye.